Okay, so how's everyone this afternoon?
Frantic.
Good.
Okay, Teresa, you can't be friends. No, no, no. Okay, let's go down the line. Stevie, how you feel?
Good.
Good? Okay, good. Elazar, how you feeling? You have us on, okay, there you go. Feeling good? Okay. Eric, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I can't complain. Thank you so much. And Teresa says she's frantic. No, don't claim that. Don't claim frantic, Teresa.
All right. I'm a little overwhelmed.
Okay. We talked about that on the last class, didn't we? Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself.
I know. I'm
Okay.
not trying to. I'm just trying to, I try to read all the chapters before we come to this meeting in case I have any questions.
Okay, but you already know you can always do a Zoom call.
Yeah.
So don't make yourself crazy.
Okay.
Jay, how are
Zoom call? Yeah.
yeah. Jay, how are you? Jay.
I'm good.
Hey there, Jay. It's good to hear your voice.
Mm-hmm.
She said, uh-huh. Okay. Christopher, welcome. How are
Hello.
you?
Doing good. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, great. Great to see you all who are here. We are being recorded, so I just want you all to know that as well. So if you have the if you want to go back and watch it, you can. And this too is for the people that are not here this afternoon. So it's good to see you all. Even it's also good to hear you all, Jay and Christopher.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't have a webcam on my computer.
It's all good. It's all good. We're just glad you all are here. So before I go into the brand and branding, you guys, because I told you all that's where we wanted to go to. Let me make sure this thing is recording. That's what we wanted to talk and discuss about today. But previously, I think a couple of days ago, I uploaded the lecture for chapter 6. No, it was chapter 5. I hope you all got a chance to read that chapter. It was real good. It was very helpful. Did you all get a chance to read? Elazar, you all read it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That chapter, you all, is going to help you out a whole lot when it comes to the social media marketing. Hey, and so if you have not read that chapter where we're supposed to read them all anyway, but that chapter, honestly, you all, is very, very helpful. And if you did not get a chance to watch the lecture, please do so and go from there, because as you all know, this is a fast track course and everything builds on top of one another. And if you literally miss one thing, you're going to miss, it's going to mess you up. And so it is a structure to everything. It's a structure to life. And so I'm glad you all are here. Well, good afternoon, Debbie.
Hi.
Good to see you this afternoon. Are you and Jay related, or by any chance we have two Barons here?
No,
Okay.
not that I know of.
Not that you know. Okay. Everybody's still coming in. All right. Okay. So now you all do see there's an assignment for you all, even when it comes to chapter 7. Hey, Dr. Belinda. Dr. Belinda has, there is an assignment for you all in chapter 6, and that is starting the Twitter. It's starting your micro blogging. And so we want to make sure that, you do that. And who all here has a Twitter account already? Somebody. Okay. Somebody's having a conversation. Okay. Okay.
I'm on my call.
Okay. Once again, who all has a Twitter account? Hey, Keon.
Angela does.
Okay. Okay, good.
I signed up for a new one today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here.
So you can sign up for a new one if you like as well, because now you all are about to get to work. not that you haven't already been to work, but now it is now time to really be focused in on this microblogging aspect of it all and see what it also will do with you all. And I want everyone, if you can, to follow one another. And you build from there. And we're going to be talking about that even more, but I want you all to make sure that you're okay and your profiles are created on there. Make sure, and this is what I want you all to realize too. If someone is in your field, like for instance, is our dinosaur person here? Nope.
That's me.
Yeah. So if someone is in your field, Deb, and you see that they are always engaging, they always are talking about something, pay attention to what they're doing. You, like I said before, you do not have to reinvent the wheel. You can reinvent the wheel. You can always pay attention to what other people are doing and model after it to a degree, but make sure that you are there. Your personality is there.
Right.
All right.
We have a really small niche, but I'm pretty in touch with everybody that's in the same
Okay.
animatronic dinosaur business. So
Okay. So you already know.
yeah.
Okay, good. And so for you all that are just getting started, like for instance, Teresa, you have your thing, Google someone else or Google the terms and see who's around, see who's there. Okay, I hear something going on here. Okay, somebody trying to get in? I think we,
I
okay.
just wanted to mention,
Oh.
where did KA go? I think he just maybe launched out. He had a question. He had his hand up for a while. I just don't think you saw it, Tanya.
Okay.
But it looks like he's moved out. He might be back in a minute.
Okay.
I think he was frozen.
Was he froze? Okay. Let me go back to my chat part, because you know what, this is exciting. I honestly, y'all, social media marketing really is where it's at. So you guys really are in the right class, or in the right course. Okay, so for you all that do not have a Twitter account or you're just starting, evaluate what other people are doing in the field. See what's happening, look how they're engaging, see what's going on. I do know when you do that, it will help you out a lot. You won't have to really try to figure a lot of things out. It'll be set for you. But as I said before, make sure you add your personality. But you can always model after someone and model the way. What is our social media hashtag that we're going to be using? You all remember?
Social media marketing, MSJC.
That's it. Social media marketing, MSJC. That way I'll be able to find you guys. I'll be able to find you all and I'll be able to follow you, and we can go back and forth and talk. One thing that I also wanted to let you all know, if you are on Instagram, a lot of you guys may already know this, you can use Instagram and you can connect it to, here he comes, here. Okay, KA. You can literally connect Instagram. Instagram can connect to your Facebook page. It can connect to your Twitter. And so you don't have to do a lot of work. However, you still, you know, at times you want to sometimes retweet other people. You still want to go in and say a few words in that respect. Any questions so far when it comes to that part?
I just have a question about how we're supposed to follow each other if we don't know each other's like handles and names.
So this is what I'm saying. If you use the hashtag social media marketing MSJC, you can then click on it and then you will be able to find everyone, because I believe we're the only ones with that hashtag. Okay. Now, if you guys already have a hashtag, put it over in the chat room. You can put it over in the chat room now, and then we can literally write down and follow one another and go from there. Yes. Keon, is that Keon?
How do you put the hashtag in your profile? Like I saw on Dr. Scott's, she has like 3 different hashtags underneath and they're highlighted in a blue. And I didn't understand how to put those in.
You want to tell her, Doctor?
And you know, you put those in right where you do your personal information.
Okay.
So when you go in to change your profile, I just added it right there. One hashtag, enter, another hashtag, enter.
and it comes up that blue.
And it's in the bio.
Yeah, the bio. Thanks, Debbie.
Okay.
Yeah, right
In
up
the
there.
bio, okay.
Okay. You could put all of that information up there, right up there at the top. Okay. And another thing I want you all to know, even as you start to go further and further in there, you can literally use certain software and tools to schedule your post, because I do know I know I asked you to post at least twice a week. But you can use certain software. How many people know what software you can use? Dea.
I use Planoly and Preview app.
Okay, you all hear that? We're giving you some nuggets in here, different software you can use. Okay, anyone else use
Repeat it, please.
I put it in the chat.
Put in the chat.
You put it in the chat? Okay.
Yeah.
Click on your chat. I use Planoly, and I also use Later, Later. I used to use, was that you, Chief? Who's that? Somebody talking. I used to use Hootsuite until they started charging. You got, what is another one called? TweetDeck. And so, is that? Okay. Something must be going on with his system. And so use those tools that are out there all the time. There's always something new popping up, but find something that's going to work for you best. All right. When you send out your tweets. So remember, we're using the hashtag social media marketing MSJC. That way we can find one another that way. And you can also, if you already have your handle, that's what it's called, a handle on these platforms, put it over in our chat room over there. All right. So any questions? Because now we want to start talking about branding. Yes. Oh yeah, there you go. You're back.
That was connection issues. Apparently I have 2 Twitter accounts. I have a personal one, and then I have one for like streaming.
Okay.
Can I use either one, or I can just use
you can use either one. As long as you use the hashtag, we'll find you. So yeah, make sure it's all right.
Also, I had a question about the creator persona assignment. I was kind of lost with it. I was like, do I do this, or do I do
the persona? I think I left you a comment too. Did I leave you a comment?
I was confused about it. I did everything else, but I was so confused after I made the account.
After you made it. Okay, I need to go back and take a good look at it. Are you okay for us doing a one-on-one?
Sure.
Because I want to take another look at it. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, because let me go back and take a look at it, and because I know I left a comment for you. Let me go back again, because right now I can't remember what I told you. So let me go back and then leave you another message, because that persona was interesting. But you all understand why you need a persona? Why you really need a persona or avatar? You all understand why?
Yes.
Okay, because even in the lecture, I told you why I use them even for one of my businesses. I have to be able to have it. And in the lecture, who all saw the lecture? Who, somebody talking. Oh, that must be
Me.
Is that Angela?
Yes, I saw it.
Okay, so what did I say one of my personas? What is one of my personas? Anyone remember?
You said like a CEO or a businesswoman type.
Yeah.
Okay, it
Fortune 500.
That's it. So and I stick to the plan. There are times when you may have to veer off. It just depends on what's happening and who's in. But as I said, for you all who did not see it, my avatar for my customer culture program is a female HR director who's who's in a Fortune 500 company, university, college, and the reason being, HR people hire the what? They hire the employees. They hire the employees, and they're the ones who always, for the most part, have to set up the programs for the trainings. And so for me, that's my persona. Okay. Any questions?
I have a question about the infographics. Is it basically the persona of the business?
It is I can't remember. What was it? Let me go back and look.
I have it up right here.
Okay.
Yeah, so in your infographic, first of all, let's define what an infographic is.
It's like a picture with graphs and information.
Right, it's a way to communicate through photos and less text,
Yeah.
any message you want. So for this assignment here in our course, you're going to create an infographic communicating a company profile. So identify, a company create a persona. So I would use the persona that you created for the assignment. And then for that particular persona, what would you want to communicate to them? Or as that persona, what would you want to communicate out to your social media outlets? And
Okay.
then make an infographic based on what you're communicating out to your persona. Does that make sense, Stevie?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of Googled like certain businesses infographics, like Coke and other things, and they had like statistics of like how many people and whatever, but none of it was interesting to me. So I
But
was
you want it to be interesting to you. And
exactly.
any assignment that we have in the entire class that you can connect to why you're in this class, it's going to be much better for you.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you're here, Stevie, because you have a business you want to promote, then use that business you want to promote.
Yeah.
If not, and you're just learning the ropes, then what persona did you use for the assignment if you've done it?
I just pretended that I was like, I did pictures. So I just used the people that I've already taken pictures for and
Yeah.
what they're interested in. So
Okay.
like my amateur influencers and stuff. So
Okay, so
I am
with
assuming
that,
I'm doing the infographics for myself that they'd want to hear.
exactly, if you were then wanting to maybe start a campaign to reach out to everyone you've taken pictures for and maybe offer them a special because the holidays are coming. And so how could you make an infographic that would be directly communicating to them that you're offering a special for the holiday season?
Oh, I guess I didn't understand that the infographic was supposed to be like specific or something.
It should be specific to
Okay.
your message out to your community.
And if the message is that I have a discount or I'm having a promotional or whatever, then it needs to be around that.
Right. The
It's
more specific you can be with your infographic, the
Yeah.
better it's going to be. The better job it's going to do for you.
Okay.
If
So
you're
make
very general and you throw it out there, I mean,
Yeah.
you're throwing it out there because you want something back, right?
Yeah.
So
Go
make
ahead.
sure, Stevie. Oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
No, go. I was saying go ahead.
Yeah. So make sure, Stevie, you read chapter 7. That's your content creation.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, because remember too, when you're putting your information on your infographic, you want content, it has to be small, but make it like hit the people. Like I'm a photography, did you 10% of people in the world really truly understand photography? Just put some content in it that has to deal with what photography is. It can be what photography is, what photography is not. It could be anything like that, but in an infographic, you gotta provide content that is valuable, it's interesting, or it's fun. You do not have to use a percentage like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola does what Coca-Cola does, but hit people. Because you know how we are. Our mindset, our time frame is 10. You have 10 seconds to catch me. It's really used to be 10 seconds. Now it's 3.
Okay, so it's not like the history of the company. It's more like a specific thing you want to let them know.
Right.
Okay.
Some people do histories of companies, but if that's not what you want, don't do that.
Okay.
Especially if you're brand new, don't do it. You don't do that.
And something to think of too. Remember that. Like LaTanya said, that it's very, very important that you're able to deliver a message that someone can pick up within 4 to 6 seconds.
That's it. That's all you got.
Okay.
Okay, because it's only going to allow you to put on so much information. All right, so now let's get into.
Excuse me, do you need to include how they can reach you on it,
On your
or
infographic?
did they reach you because they're,
Don't put that on there.
no, that's
Nope.
what I thought. I didn't put it on there.
Mm-mm. You don't have to put it on there. Now, when it gets to the point where you have an actual website, you want to put a website on your infographic. But
The
right
way-
now, you're just learning to do this.
Yeah, in Canva, what it did was it actually, when I downloaded it right into my phone into, so that I could send it right out.
Okay.
So you could just send it to who you wanted to send it to.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
can I just add something really quickly and then
Mhm.
I'll mute myself. Teresa, when you're trying to work on Canva, use a desktop, not your phone. When you're developing,
Problem.
use a desktop, not your phone. You're going to run into problems every which way and have a very frustrating time,
Yeah.
especially if it's in your beginning. So, you know, the phone app is great for moving content around or to doing different things, but not in the developing.
I've been creating stuff in Fonto for a couple years now, and I've done it all on my phone because it's just so much easier.
Most apps, most sites do better when you're creating the content to do it on a desktop.
Do it on a desktop.
Okay,
Just
I can do it on
the
desktop. It's a little harder for me to see it, but okay. Is there a tutorial in Canva to
But
see
you know
how
what?
to use it?
You're going to do work on Canva. I know Canva. I use it a lot.
Okay,
I would never do it on my phone. I would be
Okay.
frustrated in the
Don't
first
do
3
it.
minutes and I'd probably throw my phone out the window.
is there a tutorial to show you like how you can put up message boxes and things like that in it?
Yeah,
to
well,
add to the templates?
if you go to
YouTube.
Canva on your desktop, you will see all kinds of tools. Explore that and you'll find, they'll also have a search feature so you can search how to do that.
Okay.
Okay. And push come to shove, go to YouTube. YouTube shows everything. Okay. All right. So now let's get to the brand and the branding, you all. And then if you guys have any other questions, definitely just email us and inbox us so we can touch on that. All right. Because I definitely wanted to get into this. I wanted to get into all of as much as I possibly can when it comes to your brand and your branding. So when we talk about the brand, and I want you all to understand, your brand is a noun. The brand is either you or it is your company. Branding is the action behind doing what you're doing. And that's why too, when we go into the next chapters, if you guys have not read it, it's dealing with content creation. That's part of your branding process. So when it comes to social media and you're putting information down, I think you got your hand up, Keon. Okay. Or are you stuck? He may be frozen. So when it comes to providing the information on your sites, that's called branding. But either you're the brand or your company is the brand. I think Keon, okay, we thought you were froze, Keon. Okay, there you are. Did you have a question?
I was gonna say, well, I do have something like that. Like for me, I have my own logo and everything.
Okay.
So the thing is, like right now, I'm trying to get together like a nice quote to add on to what I'm doing.
Okay. Like your tagline, like your tagline. So a lot of times what people have when you the brand, normally depending on your why or whatever you have going on, everyone has like a little bit of a tagline that allows other people who see your information to get to know you just a little bit better, or to understand what you're talking about or what you're trying to convey out to the people. So once again, remember, branding is what you're putting out there on social media, but either you or the company is considered the brand. And what you all want to make sure you're doing, and because what did we say previously? You really only have like 3 to 4 seconds to appeal to people. So you want to make sure what you're saying is definitely valuable. You want to make sure it's interesting, It could be entertaining. It could be fun. You want to make sure it's somewhere in there, because if you find yourself consistently just blah, blah, blahing, and it has absolutely nothing to do what you're trying to put out there, you're going to lose your audience and they're going to go to your competitor. Okay. So I want you all, even during this time of microblogging, get specific on what it is that you want to say, and make sure it is to whatever your company is, whatever your business is all about. Go that route, and let's see, so we can actually see what it is that you're talking about, and look at your messaging and your content. When it comes to content creation, it takes a minute to get there, because a lot of times people are still trying to figure it out. And so don't ever beat yourself up trying to figure out how you operate. It literally takes time to understand it. And this is why we said you truly want to understand your audience. This is why you created your persona, because now you can look at your audience and say, okay, like Eric, you got bow ties, coffee, and don't tell me, bow ties, coffee, and
coffee, beers, and bow ties.
Eric, I'm following you, by the way. I hope that's not weird.
Okay. Right.
Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, everybody check it out if you want to. Coffee, beers, and bow ties.
Coffee, beers, and bow ties. Okay, so there you have it. And so with that, you guys, that is his focus. And so him being the brand, are you the brand of the company, Eric? I'm assuming you are actually the brand.
I am everything it says.
He's everything it says. And so at the end of the day, because he's the brand, everybody is looking at him to find out, okay, is his content valuable? Because I'm looking at his story. And at the end of the day, everybody, we are visual creatures. So if he's talking about beards, could he talk to me or talk about beards if he didn't have a beard? I don't trust you. If he didn't have a beard, I wouldn't trust. I'm like, what you talking about? You ain't even got a beard, And so we want to make sure that what we put out there or what we say when we're putting our information on social media is definitely connected to what we're doing. Keon, you are a gamer, am I right?
Correct.
I better see something about some gaming, okay?
I have my other page.
Stevie, you are about photography, correct? I want to see some pictures. I need to see something about photography. All right, Deb is about the dinosaurs and animation. Am I right?
No.
Okay, wait.
Animatronics, party rentals.
Party rentals. Who was the dinosaur person?
That's
you
me.
know why? Who was it?
My dinosaur is for party. It's like a party rental.
Okay. It was part of party rentals. Let's see, I remember those dinosaurs.
But
you know why I remember those dinosaurs? Because I watch Jurassic Park all the time. I'm a dinosaur person. Okay. Aitor. Okay, he has his own. He works for a marketing company. He does broadcasting. It's all information out there, you guys, because remember, we've been paying attention too. So we pretty much know where you are, your field is. And so now we want you to get to that place where you're literally providing content, you're creating content that is focusing in on your audience, and you're putting that information out there. That's how you learn how to build and pay attention to who's out there. And then you find out who is really like, oh my God, they're really talking about something that interests me. And once again, it takes time to even figure a lot of this stuff out. So do it piece by piece and let us see what you put out there, okay? And so too, I want you all to really, really understand your brand story. Now, when I say a brand story, do you know what I'm talking about? Anyone?
Like why you do what you do?
Why you do what you do. Oh, good. Angela, she has us on mute. Angela J. Christopher?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. Do you guys understand the brand story? A brand story?
Right, I do.
Okay.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what you do know, Angela. And I'm gonna tell you why you have to have it.
As far as a brand story, I have an understanding that it would be sort of an explanation of what it is you are about or selling.
Okay. Okay. What is your about or selling? Okay. Who else wants to? Christopher?
I guess I kind of just had the general same perception as Angela.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of explaining and like showing the audience, or not the audience, customers, like what you're all about and whatnot.
Okay. Okay. What about you,
Like a
Jay?
short bio.
Yeah.
Jay? Jay?
He said he was busy.
Oh, Jay's busy. No, Jay's not busy.
Pardon? What'd you say?
Your brand story. Do you understand what a brand story is?
Yeah.
Okay, share it.
So it's like the meaning behind a brand.
Like a, can you say it's like almost like it's like an about page for a company almost, right?
Right. It's the meaning. It's the meaning. It's the meaning behind your brand. It's your why. It's the reason why you're doing what you do. Elazar, do you understand what a brand story is?
No.
Okay. No. Okay. All right. So let me say this to each and every one of you all. Everyone here has a story. Every one of you guys, you have a purpose. Now, whatever you're looking to do in business, whether you're trying to become whether you're an entrepreneur or you want to become an entrepreneur, whether you run a business, whatever it is, on the inside of every one of you guys, there is a purpose that is literally pulling you into doing what it is that you're doing. I am sure, Stevie, you're not just taking photographs just because. Am I right?
It's mostly of dogs.
Okay, so it's obvious you love dogs, correct? She loves dogs, but let me tell you all something. She loves dogs, but there's a deeper reason behind why she loves dogs. So we're talking about the brand and your brand story. She loves dogs for a reason. It's not just, and this is where I want you all to kind of dig a little bit deeper into. It's not that you just love something. It's not that you love quilts and that you love running a story about something. Eric, it's not that you just love coffee. It's not that you just love bow ties. It's not that you love beards. Deb, it's not that you love event planning. It's something deeper. It's a deeper reason to why you do it. And the reason why literally many of you guys have stepped into it, it's called the passion behind it. And it is that passion that is going to keep you in that place of either selling those stones, selling those necklaces, whatever you're doing. It's the passion behind you gaming, Keon. It's the passion that's going to elevate you to that place, because there's going to be times when you're not going to be able to figure out what content to put out there. There'll be times when you're trying to figure out, oh my God, I should stop. Or you're just saying, I should stop this completely. I shouldn't do this anymore. But it's something there. It's that purpose and that's passion that's going to keep you pushing. It's going to keep you going forward. Now, in that, and this is why we talk about your story and your brand story. When we talk about your why, you all want to hear my why?
Sure.
Okay. Anybody want to hear my why?
Of course.
My why is hope. My why is to give people hope. Now, what did I say? My hope, it's deeper. It's because in my years ago, being married, going through divorce, I went through a deep depression to the point where I almost thought I was going to commit suicide. I almost drove my car off the 10 freeway in Los Angeles. We're talking years ago. I literally went to speak to a friend and I said to them, I literally almost drove my car off the freeway. And what they ended up doing was talking about their own stuff. At that very moment, anybody ever had an aha moment?
Oh, yeah.
At that very moment, I said, I would never, ever be in a place where people were speaking to me and they were sharing their whole life and their story, and I was not there to give them a listening ear. So my why is hope. A lot of stuff that I deal with and I talk about, it's literally a power pack saying, hey, you can do this. Stay focused in. That's my why. And so I want you all even to think about and evaluate why it is that you do what you do. Okay. Anyone want to share their true why? Because I'm the brand, and that's how I pull people in. And that's why I do what I do. Anybody have a why? Want to share? If you understand what it is, Stevie?
I guess I'll my why would be that I'm super against like animal cruelty, and I'm very for the environment and sustainability. And so I really hate that, like, especially in old Hollywood and even now, like, to get animals to do things, they're generally tortured or put in horrible positions. So my photography, I try to focus on animals being free and doing their own thing.
You guys see that? You see her? You hear that? You hear her why? Now that right there, I knew if she loved taking pictures of dogs, there was a reason why she loved taking pictures of dogs. It is that part that she's able to connect with her target audience who feel the same way she feels, and she's able to create the content needed when she utilizes her social media platforms, whether it is Twitter, whether it is Instagram, whether it is Facebook. You guys see how you begin to build your content from that's why you have a brand and you have a story behind it. Everyone has it. And remember, we are emotional creatures. If you know how to tap into the emotions of your target audience, you have a sale, or you have a people that will connect into you. Any questions so far? Because right now we're talking about the brand, whether it's you, the brand, or it is you, or you're working for that company. You have to tap in. Yes. Somebody had their hand up or had a question.
No, I didn't have a question. No.
You did? You had something to say?
I know.
No. Okay. So now you understand. So this is a challenge I'm giving to each and every one of you as you begin to create your content, because when you created those personas, you should by now understand your target audience. If you don't, connect so we can help you figure out what your target audience is. Remember, this class is all about social media marketing. That's what this class is all about. And you have to be able to tap into your audience and be able to literally pull people where you want them to go. When I was in public relations at UCLA, one thing that they always said in public relations, you have the ability to lead people. You have the ability to lead people wherever you want them to go. That's why media is so major, because media has the ability to just put information out there and you be like, oh snap, that must be true. Oh snap, it's there. And so when you're putting out your content, when you're putting out information about who you are, your brand, your story, you now have the ability to pull the right people in. And that's why your content wants to be specific to what your brand is all about. Okay. And so now when we talk about that part of branding, when you put that information out there on social media platforms, that's part of your branding. So when people see you, we're like, oh, okay. Stevie, automatically, I know she's a photographer, but she's really into dogs, and she really is into, no cruelty for dogs. Automatically, I know what she's about. Deb, see, for some reason, Deb, I keep going to. I know you do animatronics and you do, but I keep going there. Because I love dinosaurs, and we know you do more. And so when you begin to put more information and more content about your events and what you're doing, and I'm going to get into the back sharing of. I think I talked about the scenes. The scenes. I talked a little bit about that in the lecture. How a lot of times when you are creating your information and you're creating your content, how many of you guys love to write?
I do art, but yeah.
You do art? Art? Oh, you breaking up a little bit. Teresa, you said you love to write?
I like to write and do art. So
Okay.
both.
I do art.
Keon
That's
says
my
he
other
loves-
kind of cool specialty. I specialize in doing art.
Okay. So you love to write. Eric, what's your specialty? So let me ask you guys. Is it, writing, video, or talking? One
I'm
of the
like
three.
what you.
Which
I'm like
is
what you
your-
said. I'm a talker.
He's a talker. I'm a
Yeah.
talker. I can. What did I
know.
say? Some people can talk a deer from running in the street.
That's right.
So in all of this stuff, utilize your personality but what best works for you. Okay, use it. Some people are great at talking. Some people are great at doing video. Some people are great at writing. Utilize what's inside of you because it's there for a reason. Okay, use it. And sometimes that means that you have to simply cultivate it. Allow yourselves to be cultivated when it comes to this here social media marketing, because now this is your journey and this is your life. You're going to need social media marketing. If you're looking to build, you're going to need this platform. Stevie, did you have something? Oh, okay.
No,
I thought-
was it you?
Okay, great. Now, so that's all part of building your brand. So now you understand you're the brand or your company's the brand, right? So now you have to allow your brand to be built by the information and the content you put out there. So, Angela, are you good so far? Christopher, you good so far? Jay, you're good so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Okay.
All good.
Good.
Okay. All right. Now, another thing, you guys, and you always want to remember this, and we talked about this a little bit before, even though you don't see people, they're on social media. And like I said before, people may not always click your stuff, but they scroll all the time. They may always come to you, but may never say a word. But remember, you're also building a relationship with those people, even though they may not be saying anything to you. But you want to be able to build the trust. And you build the trust by allowing yourselves to put out valuable information. If it's whatever it is going to be, people will always come back because you're providing them something that they need, or you're providing them something that they want. And so you always want to create that trust factor. And you create that trust factor, you all, by staying consistent in your messaging. I may have to do a lecture just on content creation, the truth be told, but you want to stay, you shaking, yeah, I think I'm going to have to. You're going to have to create the content that is to the place where people are saying, oh my God, they are very educated. They know everything about what it is that I'm searching for, or they're providing tutorials. They're providing whatever it is. They're showcasing. I think someone was here that was in the beauty industry. I mean, they're always doing something because you got young girls that are trying to figure out how to apply makeup. I mean, have you guys seen how many tutorials out there now about beauty?
I would like to say, for me, when I do graphic design, I do post on Instagram, and a lot of people like it. I don't even advertise it. Like, I don't go like messaging like, "Hey, you want art?" I post. They all come to me.
See? So there's something that they like about it. So let me ask you this: do you engage? Okay, see, he's laughing. You better start again. Okay. Okay, great.
Everybody, as far as the internet.
And here's the key. You can't engage all the time, but you want to make sure that you're connecting with people and you're saying something, or even to say thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Direct message them, say something, because you don't know, you don't know the relationship that you could be creating when you're connecting with your audience. A lot of people, I'm gonna tell you now, a lot of people just simply post. They don't engage. They don't do anything. And so you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person. Yes.
With me, everybody likes what I do. So let's say like, if I do a design for somebody,
yeah,
they message me, they'll love it. They said, somebody told me once, they said if I was like an actual company, it would give me 5 stars off the bat.
Now, see, ask them, can they do a testimonial on that, and you post that? How about that? Say, can you actually do a testimonial? That's another thing. Testimonials work. Debbie, you should be using testimonials. I'm sure you guys already are. Are you already using testimonials? Oh,
yeah,
sure.
we do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to use testimonials. If there are people there, ask them if they can create, provide you with a testimonial. You can put it on your website. You can put it whatever. And even too, on this micro blogging, you guys, and I told you all, if you use the @, you can literally find people, or did I post it in there? I don't know if I posted something in there. When it comes to Twitter, you can find a lot of people, or I think I don't know if I posted something or not, but one thing you can always do to up your game, you can up your game by doing this. So say you're looking to become a little bit more visible on your social media sites, you can say, oh, I don't know if I posted it or not. I can say, I just read the last book by, put the and sign, put the person's name. And it was just simply wonderful. And the book was, you understand what I'm saying, Stevie?
I do that all the time for my favorite books.
Just what I'm saying. Do that. If you're not utilizing that, you're living beneath your privilege. If you use that sometimes, what happens is those people will see it, because I get notifications all the time when somebody puts my name in something. They get notifications too. And that way they'll become more, they'll recognize you, and then they can retweet. They just simply may retweet what you just put out. They may repost, and then you begin to develop the rapport. I had an event years ago, and what I did is one day I went on Twitter, and all I did was we tweeted out their name and said we were doing some youth function, and they became the spokesperson. It's a celebrity. They became the spokesperson for that event. We found them on Twitter. If you're not using Twitter, I tell people you're missing out, because you can get a lot done. You can find people, you can create, you can be part of groups right there on Twitter. And that's why, even with this microblogging, and this is why we brought this up, because you can do a lot. And now Twitter is there. They have evolved. They have upped their game as well. All right. And so in the midst of it all, you all, it's part of you branding your brand. Aitor, do you have anything you want to say? Because he's quiet today. Normally his face is here. Aitor, unless maybe he's doing something.
The only reason I'm not on video today is because I was out doing gardening work. So that's why y'all ain't seeing me today. I've been painting and gardening.
You are good. You are good. You are good. You are good. Okay. Now, let me say this. Okay. He really has us on mute and no nothing, but we are so glad everyone's here. So let me tell you, let me say another thing to you guys. As you all are developing the brand, and as you are branding, what is branding again? What did I say branding was? Yeah. What's branding?
The action behind what you're doing.
It's the action behind everything that you're doing. And remember this, you all. People, what did I say? People are what? We are what?
Emotional.
We are emotional creatures. And most people are literally looking for someone to guide them through a process. So if you ever find yourself in that position of really, really knowing what you do, this is why who you are as a brand is so necessary. This is why, Eric, and you talking about them bow ties and why people love bow ties. Some people love bow ties, some people don't love bow ties. If you're educating me, if you're finding your right target audience, when it comes to those bow ties, how you can wear it, how do you the ones what is it? Some hook, do some of them you gotta what make?
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, you got your Yeah, definitely don't do's, which are the clip-ons, and then you have your pre-tied, and then you have self-tie bow ties.
Okay, so see stuff like that. I knew bow ties could be clipped on. I didn't know you can tie a bow tie. I thought all bow ties were clip-ons. And so even educating someone like that, because it could be a wife of someone, it could be someone, you got fraternities that wear bow ties, that's all they wear, bow ties. I have a nephew, he's a Kappa, Alpha Kappa, one of those two. I mean, you got these fraternities wear bow ties, but say of a wife that really didn't understand, it's like who's really interested in it. When you're educating people in regards to it, it's like, oh snap, okay, let me go buy him another bow tie. Now I understand what this is all about. So you see how you start pulling your audience in when you're providing the right content and you're on the right platforms and you're connecting to the right people. You see how you can pull people in. So if you have a mindset of, I need to create, I'm building my brand, and I need to make sure that I put out the right content, the action behind everything I'm doing. When I begin doing my branding process, I will begin to pull my audience into me, because remember, we're emotional creatures and everyone's looking for someone to guide them through. So at the end of the day, you know what? You want to be that individual the minute you post something on your social media, because remember, this is social media marketing. They're already scrolling on their phones like, oh, what did she say today? What did he say today? What did Elazar say today? Let me find it. And they may not even like your stuff, but they're just sitting there. And they're just sitting there. Oh, you got it?
Yeah. I just needed some help on some of the assignments that I finished, but got a poor grade on it, like the goals and objectives assignment.
Oh yeah, I gotta help you out with that. So that's why I said we want to walk through that. Okay.
As well as
I got you.
Okay.
We're gonna walk through that. And so when it comes to all of it all, you want to be able to pull people in. That is your job. People are looking to be able to trust you with valuable, interesting information. And so another thing that I wanted you all to do, because it's 3:52, and I don't like holding you all here all day, because I know some of you all I got a meeting with. So I want you all to challenge yourselves in this aspect of it all. Once again, we don't want you all just to be here to obtain a grade to pass to the next level. We want you all to be here to obtain this information so you can utilize it and do what you're going to do with either, your business, whether you're operating within a company, whatever it is. You want to take this information and you want to use it. And so in it, I want to challenge you all, whether you're going to, because I know later on we got content creation. I'm probably going to have to do a lecture on it, because after this is video marketing. How many of you guys are afraid to be on video? Be honest.
I mean, I stream.
You stream.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Who said they didn't know what it was? Elazar? You don't know what it is?
No.
Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Like right now, we're together. We're live streaming together. We got video. We get to see one another. But video marketing is in another chat. It's in our next chapter coming up.
No, I did not.
Oh,
Teresa,
you got us on.
I totally
Teresa, we can hear you. So the next thing is video. And so remember, all of this stuff is engulfed in your marketing. It's part of who you are. And so even when you stand behind that camera, you got to be ready. You got to have the right content when you speak, because you know what? And remember, I talked to you guys about the different cultures. It's like, if you can't, they like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm out. You don't know, okay? And so you want to be able, and you gotta, and sometimes you gotta play with it, and you got to be okay and be ready, always being prepared, because most people want you, if they really, really begin to trust you, and they really, really begin to feel that what you provide for them is valuable, they want you to guide them through. And so they'll be there. You'll find that commitment, you'll find that loyalty. And we talked about previously in the chapters, about word of mouth. Word of mouth is a form of marketing. Did you all know that? A lot of people get a lot of people coming through them through word of mouth.
I was discussing with them.
Somebody said something. Huh.
I was discussing with one of my friends. We were talking about this yesterday because he takes a marketing class, and we were just talking about this all day yesterday, like forms of marketing. So I was like, wow, he knows a lot more than I do. And his marketing skills are out the roof. So he's good.
Right.
He teaches me something, I'm teaching him something. Yeah.
Exactly. You got different types of marketing. You got guerrilla marketing, where just like bam, right in your face. You know, it's different types of marketing out there. But to you all right now, I want you all to challenge yourselves beyond. Like I said, if you are an individual that loves to write, look at, even though the Twitter is microblogging, remember, we're going to get into this later on in our chapters too. You have regular blogging. And so you want to look into WordPress. You want to create a blogging site. You want to start utilizing your writing skills. If you know that you are that individual that loves to talk, that means, Eric, I don't know, I think I did go to your website. You do talk.
Yeah, so on my on the Instagram, I put quite a bit of content on the Instagram, but on the website there's a blog page, and I've got some how-tos and some how to tie a bow tie, and I've got the pre-tie versus, and then all the call to action is to go over to the forum to participate in discussion. But like I said, we're still ground level, and I'm still making content to get people over to the site.
Right. So you're on your way. You're already on your way. But I do know you can talk, and you don't seem to be afraid of video. Am I right?
Oh no, no, I'm not afraid of video.
Okay.
I'm just I don't want to take over the conversation here, so I'm more listening than anything else.
And chit-chatting, right. So what I pick up, he doesn't seem to be afraid of video, and he doesn't seem to be afraid of talking, because remember, his passion has been coffee. We understand that his passion has been coffee, bow ties, and beards, because that's what he's been leading with. And so we understand that, and then understanding that, he's already started to step out into that. When it comes to Stevie and photography, I didn't know Stevie was into dogs, taking pictures of dogs. We just knew that she was about photography. But see, now we understand her story behind why she loves taking photos of dogs. You all have to lead with what it is that you have, going from there. And Angela, and Christopher and Jay. Angela, how are you leading? Because I remember you sell on Poshmark, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so tell me, Angela, why do you sell your items? What is it about those items that you sell? What is it?
I primarily started selling the masks because of need, not only for myself, but also for my loved ones.
Okay.
And I also made them for friends, but I had people inquire once I posted pictures of the ones that I've made for myself and family and friends that inquired about them. So I started selling them via Facebook, but I've also listed them on Poshmark. But I sell a mixture of things on Poshmark, whether it's things I've made or vintage clothing.
Okay, so let me ask you this: why did you choose to sell items? Why did you choose to sell, if you don't mind me asking?
More or less just, it's kind of an extra thing for me as far as extra income, if I can do it on the side. Plus my grandmother, she's a hoarder. So she's finally wanting to try to downsize. So I'm trying to start listing some items for her as well. So it's just an added extra avenue. But at the same time, as I said, I make a lot of different things, whether it's jewelry,
right,
or master, whatever, wreaths, you name it. I make it, I can do it. So it's just another avenue or outlet for me to have there to sell to people if I want.
And what was your persona? What was your target? Right now, what's your target?
The woman was about a 40-year-old woman that's into fashion and photography and music and things like that, which that's pretty much, majority of my friends and people on Facebook, even though it's in a different lane, we have a lot of same interest.
Right.
In the music and photography and the arts and primarily music. So
okay.
I feel like a lot of those creative people kind of go in that vein, you know, a lot of times.
Exactly. And so you stay right there in that vein and you connect to those people and that's how, because it seems that is exactly where, as you said, that's where a lot of people are that you're connected to. And I always tell people, evaluate the people who have maybe have already purchased from you. They've been engaging with you. You can literally use those people as you've done as your personas. Do not, you guys, you don't have to reinvent this wheel. Evaluate from your past and say, this is who this is. And these are the people that I want to connect with. These are the people who have the willingness and the ability to connect with me, or the ability and the willingness to pay for what it is that I offer. That the willingness and the ability to be part of my movement, be part of my cause. Evaluate that way. And Christopher, are you into business by chance, or are you brand new to social media marketing?
Yeah, I don't have any like business or anything right now.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, I kind of jumped in this course to see what I can learn.
Was it a grade, just for a grade, Christopher?
No, actually, because I do actually want to learn how to like use social media and like I guess a business kind of perspective, and know how to put things out and have people see it and all that. Then possibly, yeah, maybe even one day start selling stuff.
Okay, so what is it that you love to do?
I'm an artist.
Okay.
Well, I guess it's right now I'm kind of split between a few different options of what I might want to pursue, I guess, also within the, I guess, kind of bounds of what we're learning in this class as well.
Okay.
I guess kind of either an artist, because I work with like drawing and clay and stuff, to maybe put that out and kind of maybe even sell that and kind of make a business out of that. Or I guess I don't remember his name, but KA in the
I think
in
he
the
just
class.
fell off again. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like how he's doing streaming and stuff. I've also thought about that, and then this class would be helpful for, you know, getting stuff out there and having people see it and whatnot.
Right. So so that's good. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Jay, let me speak to Chris first. So Jay, when you talk about artistry, because did you say clay? You use clay?
Yeah.
Okay. So honestly, you all, you know how he would pull people in, because we talked about before back scenes, you know, showing people the back scenes part of everything. We talked about pulling out your cell phones and showing people the journey. We talked about utilizing video. You utilize what you do best in. So even when it comes to Christopher, I guarantee you people would love to see your scenes, how you build your scenes, what it is that you do, how do you select your type of clay? All those things will be very, very helpful as you continue to build on your social media sites. Because you got people, especially because it's the clay that stuck out to me. It's like clay, you know, I think of Play-Doh. That's all I think about. I don't know nothing else. Okay. All right. So Jay, what is it about you? Because I want you all to challenge yourselves and start operating in some things before, you know, we even come up out of this class. Jay, tell us a little bit.
Repeat that.
I forgot the question, Jay. I forgot.
Sorry, I'm doing other things.
Okay. Listen, what was my question to Jay? I forgot my question, you all. I remember the question.
They're like going off about each other.
Just doing other stuff. Okay, what was my question? Elazar? Okay, you all can't even remember the question.
I think you said that's what to do. Like, tell us about yourself, like about what they're going to do.
Oh yeah. What is it about this? What is it, Jay, that interests you? I mean, what is it that you're looking to put out on social media, or are you just here just to get a grade? That's okay too. That might be it.
On social media, I put out art and
art as well.
Yeah, art that I create.
Okay, so you create the back scene part of art is going to be huge for you all if you're willing to allow people to see you operate. It's going to be huge. And it'll be huge too, because still we're in a state of, people are still home, people back to work, people are doing, but people are trying to figure out what else that I can do. I need to become more creative. What is it? I have a friend of mine that literally does paintings. I honestly would have never, ever thought I would start painting. But I literally started enjoying it. But she began to show the back scenes, the drawings and all of that. And so I literally want to challenge you guys into looking into putting yourself on video and just talking about, hey, this is how I select my clay. This is what I do, stuff like that. Is that okay? How many of you guys are willing to literally challenge yourselves into either doing a video, showing people the journey, the back scenes, all of that stuff? How many of you are willing to do it?
I mean, well, for me, when I stream, they have a video game club at the MSJC campus I go to. So
okay.
So apparently I'm in that club specifically because I like fighting games. So I'm teaching people there how to actually be better in fighting games, giving them ideas. These people on Instagram, they do the same thing when I put videos up. They be like, hey, how you do that?
How did you do that? Right. So you see, so the education.
And I tell them.
So you know what, Keon? You know what really would work for you is the journey. So like you said, how you would go into places like to MSJC. I can see you now with your phone say, hey, social media, I'm about to walk into this room and I'm about to show them how to play this, how to win at this game, yada, yada, yada. Show people the journey.
I actually did something like that before I moved out here because in New York, they had a tournament and I did something like that. And I walked right in and actually meet everybody.
Show them the journey because stuff will work for each and every one of you guys. Okay. Any questions? Because it is for
question.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Stevie Den Elazar.
For the homework, the Twitter question, it says pick out hashtags for the credible resources and then the industry leaders. I wasn't sure what you guys consider like a credible resource and what the difference is, honestly, because my idea would be like National Geographic, I guess, as far as like photography, hashtags and stuff. Yep. They would be like a credible resource, I assume, because they also post other people's stuff.
That's a credible resource.
Okay, but so they're not a leader then, because
I would consider
a leader, right?
A leader. National Geographic is a leader, and so remember when you use that, that's how people find you as well. So I would use that because yeah,
and it can work for both of them.
It can work for both of them. Your photography, it can work for both of them. Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Any other questions? Yes.
Yeah. I still need help for that photo quote and the.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and also another thing, after this, is it okay if I leave soon because I got another class coming?
Oh, yes. Okay. And
yeah, then I've been waiting for some time now.
I'll email you.
Okay.
Okay. We don't want you to miss your next class. Okay. Right. Any other questions?
Yes, I had a quick. I would like to just say something real quick for everyone when we come to class on Wednesday for this. It is to hear what is being said and to, communicate in the conversation that's going on, which will make sense to the coursework. If you need one-on-one help with a particular project, I was saying this for the person who just left, but if you need one-on-one help for a particular project or an assignment that you have and are doing, then please contact either one of us to do that. don't use this time to ask one-on-one questions about a particular assignment. Okay. I think the people I need to tell that just clicked out. But anyways, I just think that would be helpful, much more efficient, and you'll get more information that way from us.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Okay. So
is there any way we can have this on Monday, or is Monday's schedule just crazy for you?
Wednesdays are better.
Now
remember, if you can't be here, you can always watch the replay.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's just sometimes I'd like to get the information sometimes sooner, so I have a better understanding on when I'm going through the material, what I'm supposed to be gearing to do the assignments with. And sometimes, like Wednesday comes around, and then you have to rush to get everything done by Sunday night. Maybe if we make this class go, you have till Wednesday or till Tuesday night to get everything done. That gives you an actual full week.
So Teresa, let me answer that one.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday is the best overall, and let me tell you why. Because it gives everyone an opportunity to read through the material, look through the assignments, and have their questions ready. If you need an extra day or two to get an assignment done, you can take it. You're not going to get point value removed. So if you need an extra day or so, that's fine. But if we met on Monday, no one would have the opportunity to read through the assignments. Maybe you would, because you do that, right away. But the majority of the students wouldn't.
Yeah.
So Wednesday really works the best. And please feel free to take an extra day or two to complete an assignment. We both want you to do your best work. And if that takes an extra day or two, we're okay with it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause remember, we have to grade what we've already seen from the previous week, normally on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, so then it's like, for instance, I had the problem where I didn't do it correctly. So I was able, but I used Monday to refix that. You know what I mean? Like, because you were able to get it back to me.
Right.
Early enough.
Right. We won't be able to, we don't see it until
Yeah.
Now we understand where, you might have a issue or somewhere. All right. So we are done, you all. It is 4:12. And so if you all need to reach out to us, remember we are here. And we want to see you successful. We want to see each and every one of your businesses flourish. We want to see you step out. We want to see you do the journey, showcase your journey. Start using these phones. They're called smartphones for a reason. You could do anything on it. Continue to take those photos, post them on Instagram, use Twitter. Start showing the back scenes, Christopher and Jay. Show people what you guys are artists. Keon, show the journey. Continue to showcase doing video and talking yourself out, Eric, when it comes to your brand. Deb, keep showing what you're doing when it comes to your events. Put your information out there. Even the good, the photos that you are when it's once it's complete. You all do what you do. Continue to showcase what it is that you all have to offer. Now we're in a state of creating the content that's connected to your audience. That's where a lot of the work begins. We did the goal statements. Now here we go. Now let's start connecting. Here come the real work, you all. Here we go. All right. Okay. So that's it for this afternoon, you all. And I'll probably do a lecture on content creation, because I think it's something that is necessary, because it takes a lot out. All right. So that's it.
Are we still meeting?
We're meeting at 6:30, Teresa.
6:30. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. What is this today?
No, I have a meeting with Teresa.
Oh.
Do I go back on?
What was that?
Do I go just back on Zoom like this?
Come back on Zoom. Yes.
Okay.
Deb, did you have something you had to say? Okay,
No.
good. Okay, remember, use the hashtag social media marketing MSJC so we can find one another and we can see what's happening.
Hey,
Okay.
actually, about the hashtag.
Oh, Christopher. Is that Christopher?
Yeah, it's me.
Christopher, you need to use your voice too. I'm telling you.
Oh, sorry. Is it kind of low? The microphone.
No. You need She's saying you need to use your voice because you've got like one of those iconic radio voices.
You got a voice.
Yeah, you got to definitely have a podcast voice. As soon as I heard it, I knew. I was like, that dude's voice is awesome.
Wow, man, that's
okay. But we're listening. What was the question?
I just had a question. Yeah, about the hashtag.
Yes.
Should I like use, because I have made a Twitter account or a few before, and I a while ago made one for posting some art.
Okay.
I haven't been using it as much as I probably should, but should I use the hashtag on that account, or should I just make a whole new one for this class?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what. If you already have a some following, or you already have something created, use what you already have. Don't recreate this wheel. If you already have one, use it. And trust me, Christopher, when we get to podcasting, you need to be doing podcasting.
I tried podcasting. It's actually pretty fun. I was like,
yeah.
Like, it was kind of scared to do it, but I got used to it.
So you got that voice.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right, you all. I'm outie. Bye.
Okay.
6:30, Teresa, right here.
6:30, I'll be right back.
Have a nice afternoon.
You too.